Everybody, Julie here from Mostly Caffeinated. I've got my 5 on Friday February favorites for you today. That is too many F words. As usual, I've got 5 categories that I want to talk about. I want to talk about kind of a fashion thing, a beauty thing, a housekeeping thing, a kids thing, and then a random thing because everybody needs a little random, right? So, here we go. Wait. Before here we go, 2 things. Okay, first of all, 5 on Friday is a series that is started by StayatHomeMommyisms. I will link her channel down below. She's great. Go watch her. She does 5 favorites every single Friday. Okay, second thing is like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the good things. I don't know if this is a YouTube algorithm thing again or what, but my subscriber number has been dropping inexplicably. So you could help me out and do those things. And of course, comment if you want to. Like if you have something you want to say or a question you want to ask me or something you want to ask about the products, I'll link what I can down below. But anyway, okay, now we're going to get started. Okay, first is a fashion item, and that would be my new hat. Okay, I'm not sure how much buzz these are getting. I feel like it's a bit of a trend, but it's kind of a subculture trend. This is the Love Your Melon brand. See if I can get you that tag there. The lighting is kind of strange in here. But anyway, this is a Love Your Melon pom beanie. It's got a big old pom-pom on top. And I wanted to buy one of these for 3 reasons. Yeah, I wanted a pom-pom hat. Yes, I know they're trendy, but I really wanted one. I have a problem where I need height on top of my head, or my head looks disproportionately spherical. That's why I always have a puff here, and I keep my hair kind of up here on the crown of my head. And part of my problem with not wearing or owning hats is that hats tend to flatten this, and then, see, already just me putting this here, it looked kind of strange. I don't like the proportions. So I thought a pom-pom hat might be helpful because it would add some height on top. Okay, secondly, I have seen somebody that I know in person, a cousin-in-law of mine has one of these, and it looked like it was really big. And I have trouble finding a hat that is big enough to fit on my spherical skull with all my hair underneath it. So there's that. Okay, and then thirdly is the mission of this company. The company gives 50% of profits to cancer research and pediatric cancer support. So they give free hats to kids with cancer. They try to help the families and the kids by just kind of making them happy, giving them little things, doing little events, things like that. And then they give to cancer research. So anytime I have a product that I already want and I can find a company that is kind of a buy one, give one type of situation, I will do that. So that is all the reasons I went with this hat. Real quick review, it is big. It's huge. It fits on my head with all my hair like this. Like the way I normally keep my hair all wadded up, I can put this over the top of the whole shebang. I'm not going to do it right now. I can put it over the top of the whole shebang, and it fits and it stays on. I can lean over, I can do whatever I want, and the hat does not come off. What? I enjoyed the pom-pom. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, but it does do what I hoped with the angles of my head or whatever. Like it does make me look more normal in the hat to have the big pom-pom on top. Bonus, I did not know this when I decided to purchase this hat, is the pom-pom comes off. It's got like a snap. So if this becomes untrendy and it becomes really dated to have a giant pom-pom on top of my hat, I can still keep the hat and it'll just be a plain beanie. They are pricey. I will say, if this was not a buy one, give 50% of profits situation, I would not pay this for a hat. I think this was like a $50 hat, which is a little crazy. It's not something I entered into super lightly. I don't like to pay that kind of money for things. But it is great quality. It's thick, it's warm, it's soft. It washes in the washer and dries in the dryer. And it was kind of a charitable thing too. So I went with it, and I'm really loving it. Okay, next, a beauty item is going to be my LED nail lamp. I happen to have this one, Kedsum brand. I got it on Amazon. It was one of the cheapest ones. It seemed like it was actually going to work. So this is the one that I got. It's got a simple plug. It's got 4 time settings, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, and 300 seconds. I don't know when you would ever be using 300 seconds. Maybe that's like a product that I don't own that needs to cure that long. I don't know. I almost always just run it on 1 minute. It's just got one button. It works well. It could fit your whole hand if you weren't afraid of the angle that you held your thumb at. Because I like to make sure my thumb is real straight, I put in my 4 fingers and then put in my thumb separately. This thing is great. Okay, if you have the same nail problems that I had, this might be for you. Let me explain. I'm going to put it down so I'm not waving it around. I enjoy nail polish. I enjoy painting my nails. I enjoy having my nails painted. I never, ever, ever did it because it seemed like a waste of time. It took so long for them to dry completely. You know what I mean with traditional nail polish. You can't do dishes. You can't do laundry. You can't like put socks on a toddler for hours. You can't even go to bed for like 2 hours, or you'll get like fabric imprint and smudging. You can't take a shower, can't wash your hair. You know, there's no way to spend the time after you do your nails. And I don't have blocks of time like that in my life. Okay. Also, it's a waste of time because the stuff chipped off within like 1 day. It was chipping off and looking bad. So I just never did my nails. I paint my toenails all the time because that doesn't chip off. And it's easier to like walk around and not have your toenails smudged than it is to try to do anything with your hands. So I decided to invest just a little bit of money. I bought 1 gel nail polish, 1 top coat, and this light. So total, I think I spent about $40. I didn't want to spend more than the price of 1 manicure to see if this was for me, because I figured I could get the 1 manicure in gel and see if it was for me, or I could buy all the stuff and see if it was for me and spend the same amount of money. And then if I did like it, I'd have the stuff. So that's what I did. And it turns out it's great. Okay. If nothing else, even if the stuff chipped off the next day like regular nail polish, it'd still be worth it because it dries in 60 seconds. And not like kind of dries, like you could maybe go to bed and it'd be okay. Rock hard, will not smudge. You can try to dig your nail into it and it will not do anything after 60 seconds under the lamp. So that alone was worth the $20. If you combine that with the fact that it actually really doesn't come back off. Now, I have like the cheapest gel nail polish I could find, a cheap top coat. I don't do a lot of prep to my nails. I don't really do buffing, whatever. So I probably have like the least quality manicure that I could have when I'm done. And it still does not chip or anything for days. 3-4 days later, I might have a little bit of chipping around the edge. And as far as getting it off, I've heard it's a real pain to get off. Now, this might be because I'm using really cheap products. I don't know. I don't have any trouble at all. Usually I can go around the edge and kind of lift it off and then just peel it off my nail all in one sheet. It doesn't feel like it's... Sorry, my dog's making a strange noise. It doesn't feel like it's harming my natural nail when I peel it off. My nail just looks totally normal. Maybe if you have better quality gel that doesn't chip ever for 2 weeks, then it won't come off like that. But I don't care because I can put it back on every day if I want to because it dries in 1 minute. I am loving it so much. Okay, third thing is a housekeeping thing. And this is not a product you can go buy, I'm sorry, but I will tell you how to make it. It's super easy. It is my homemade Febreeze. I have a label on here, anti-stink spray, because I don't want anybody to think it's actual Febreeze. And we use a water bottle to squirt our dog when she's naughty, kind of like a cat. So I had to make sure it had a big label so we didn't spray the dog directly with this. It is non-toxic, but it's not something you want to spray directly onto your dog. Okay, this works the same as Febreeze. You spray it on your fabrics. It doesn't leave them wet. It removes scent. But at the same time, it doesn't leave artificial scent or, what do you call those? Things that make stuff spray. It's on the tip of my tongue. Propellants. There it is. There's no artificial stuff in here. This has 3 ingredients. It's water, vodka, and essential oil. That's the only thing I use vodka for in my house. I've got a bottle of vodka in my fridge that I've just been slowly using to make this with. You can use like El Cheapo $7 bottle of vodka. It doesn't have to be something you drink. If you do drink it, you can just dump a little bit of that in there. But I fill the bottle about, I don't know, this full with water. So it's probably like, I'd say like a quarter vodka, maybe half. somewhere between 1/4 vodka and 3/4 water, and then a couple drops of essential oil. I use peppermint because that's the smell that I prefer in my house. Quite frankly, you don't have to use any. If you want a completely fragrance-free situation, don't put anything in here. You could put bergamot in here, natural deodorizer. It's a little bit citrusy. You could put lemon in here. That would be great. You could do like a tea tree if you thought you had some kind of bacteria building up somewhere. That would actually also make this a bit of a disinfectant. That'd be cool. But I spray this everywhere. My couches, my carpets, my dog's bed when she's not in it, my kids' beds when they're not in it. Like, my 3-year-old tends to kind of stink when he sleeps. He gets like halitosis when he sleeps. It's bad. So his whole room kind of starts to stink, and he's only 3. But I spray this around. It's not toxic. It dries instantly because it's half vodka. It's great. I love it. Okay. A kid item. Let's talk water bottles. It's not summer yet, but it's going to be soon. Sorry, this one is covered in peanut butter toast because my 1-year-old was drinking out of it earlier today, but I wanted to show you both. This is the Contigo, whatever that brand is. It's the like auto spout, it's called. It's got a button that you push to pop up the drinking spout, and it's got a straw inside. I have one of these for myself that I bought because it was gray, and I like gray. That's my favorite color. That's the whole reason that I bought it. I wanted one with a straw because I can't drink and drive at the same time. I can't tip a thing and drive. I don't know. I just can't. And my oldest started stealing my water bottle all the time to drink out of it. So I thought, let me see if I can get him one that's shorter. And lo and behold, they make ones for kids. They do make them in solid colors. I can never seem to find a solid color. So these are the 2 that I ended up having to get ones that were different. Whatever. But they're short enough for even my 1-year-old to drink out of. You know, it's not this big unwieldy thing that's like too long for him. He can work the button and put the spout back in by himself. This is soft, but not so soft that they're going to chew it up. It's great. They're easy to clean. You can attach them with like a carabiner or something if you need to, or like a tether, a sippy cup tether, whatever. They're just great. They don't leak at all. Like, I'll shake this over my computer. I don't care because I know it ain't going to leak. Great. Okay, and last, a random thing. This was purchased at a thrift store, but this is my new mug, and I drink my tea out of this every single morning, and I love it. Now, I would drink all my beverages out of this, but it's a little bit too small for my coffee. I prefer like a really, really big coffee cup. This is, I'd say, a small American cup. It's bigger than technically your standard coffee cup, bigger than the 8-ounce cups that come in like a set of dishes. It's like one size larger than that. Yeah, it doesn't say how many ounces it is. I was checking. I don't know if this was bought from a company or if somebody like kind of handmade this or small batch produces small business. I don't know. It says ITI on the bottom, which I feel like is a place where you can just buy wholesale mugs. So maybe somebody made this. I don't know, but I love it. I found it for 69 cents at Goodwill, and that makes me happy. Anything about like moms and coffee combined is my jam. If I could just wear shirts that talk about momming and coffee and Jesus and whatever, and my mugs were like that, and everything in my life was like that, I would be perfectly content. Anyway, those are my 5 on Friday favorites for the month of February. Let me know down below if you have any of those same things, or if you have any related things that you're loving, or just what your favorites are. If you want to do a 5 on Friday, use that hashtag. You can link your video below, or go link it at StayatHomeMommyisms, or do both. Whatever. I'll see you around.